Hey everybody, so I thought that I would show you some of the new corks and wax canvas that I got from Funhouse because you guys seem to enjoy my first unboxing video. Technically this isn't an unboxing because I've already taken them out of the very large box that they came in, but I figured I would share with you. So here goes nothing. I want to start with the waxed cotton because I never ordered this much before and it comes on this huge roll. So I have a wholesale account with Funhouse. I'm just going to tilt you down. I have a wholesale account, and when you have that account, you have to order a certain amount of yards of each color. And so I just took the plunge, and I got 9 yards of waxed canvas. Cotton, canvas, cotton, whatever. And this is how they sent it. In the past, I've only gotten like 1 yard at a time, or I've even just gotten remnants. So, somebody had commented on my wax cotton video that they should offer to send it rolled, and they do. I just didn't know to ask for that. And also the creases in it don't really bum me out super bad or like at all. So it never crossed my mind to have them send it rolled. So yeah, here we go. This is how it comes and you get a lot of it. Funhouse always wraps everything nicely. I do like to be as not wasteful as possible, and so stuff like this kind of bothers me. But as a small business owner, I get it. You want to ensure that your product arrives safely and that it's wrapped well, because like if something were to happen in the mail and it got ruined, then that would be on me for not wanting it wrapped. So something that I struggle with as a maker. I don't know how you guys feel about waste. I actually have bins and bins of all of my cork scraps because I just don't want to throw them away. What do you guys do with your waste? Do you just toss it? You don't think about it, or what? Anyways, this will go into the trash, unfortunately, but I do use all of the shipping paper that Funhouse uses, which I love. Everything else about their shipping is totally sustainable. It's all cardboard, easily recyclable. Even the tape that they use is paper tape. So I save all of that stuff and I reuse it. So that's really nice. But what do you do with your shipping scraps and how do you ship? I always use Eco Enclose shippers and you can use them twice. I'll show you towards the end of the video. But anyways, so the first color that I got is this Coyote Brown, which if you have not seen Coyote Brown out in the wild, it is this really cool, like, I mean, it's kind of like a caramel color, but with yellow in it, like a mustard brown, I guess. Mustard brown, is that a thing? I think it is. It's called Coyote Brown. But anyway, so I got 3 yards of Coyote Brown. This is gonna be fun. See, so now I'm gonna have to do all the folding. I'm not gonna be able to store it on the roll. You can see behind me my storage. I store my cork on the roll, but it'll fit on a roll. And this is so long, I don't even know that it would fit, even if I had the room for it. But so now I'm gonna have to fold it instead of it just coming folded. So that'll be fun. Anyways, so. Oh my goodness. Woo! Okay, second color. Get this out of the way. Whoa, this is so much. I'm gonna have wax cotton for a long time. All right, watch out, buddies. The dogs are in here. Okay, so the second color that I got is just black. Which the black is cool. It has a lot more of a subtle imprint Sorry, I know my lights are bright. There we go. It has more of a subtle imprint when you crinkle it like this. It doesn't leave like super bright marks like the Coyote Brown does, which I think is really cool, but I'm gonna make my husband an apron out of this for his tattooing, which is really, I'm excited to see how that turns out. That's why I got black. I don't think I knew how big 3 yards was. This is a lot. And then the last color, this mermaid teal. This is like my favorite color in the world. Fun fact about me. I'm not gonna unroll this one because it's the last color that I got. So this beautiful mermaid teal. You can see this one just, it looks like the ocean when you crinkle it. So you can see the difference. You can see all the lines in this waxed cotton. Whereas in the black, it was just a lot more subtle. It doesn't leave those super light imprints. All right, so let me get these out of the way. My floor just looks like a sea of waxed canvas right now. All right. Next, I got more black, but this is black cork. So you can see the difference in the width. So this is 36 inches wide. And this was not something that I was aware of either. So like I said, this is my first time ordering waxed cotton from them. And it's, so here's this. Look at the size difference. So this is obviously like a regular yard of fabric, whereas cork, you know, does not come. I mean, I guess it does. Some fabrics are 36 inches wide, some is 54, so I'm assuming that this 36, ooh, so low, 36, 42, 50. So it's 60 inches wide. So that's like a lot of bang for your buck there. But yeah, so then I just got a bunch. I restocked on black cork. Normally when I buy cork, I do like the minimum order quantity for the wholesale, or I just get a couple few yards of it so that I always have some in stock. I have been slowly building my arsenal, and this year it has been helpful. Well, I don't ever want to say that COVID has been helpful, but not being able to vend every weekend has severely put a stall in how much I'm creating. You know, I'm only making for the orders that come in because I don't have anything to prep for, so I don't have a bunch of just stock. I mean, I do on certain things because I get bored, so like I made a bunch of tall wallets. But yeah, so because I haven't had a reason to just sew up a bunch of stock this year, I've been able to stockpile my cork, and so I've got quite a few yards of all of my colors, which is nice. Last year I kept running into, like, I would run out of a certain color and then I couldn't have it on my table, which was a pain in the butt because then I get orders. I don't know. Hey, Joppa. Sorry, my dog's playing with my cat. Well, trying to. All right, and lastly, I got this fun bunch. This is just kind of odds and ends. My one-offs where I only needed one. Then I got a couple of these. These are going to my girlfriend. She just started sewing. We went to high school together and she picked these out, so I grabbed them for her. She got this super fun striped rainbow, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is discontinued. So if you like this, I would get on that. You can see. Oh, my whole table's moving. So it's like the unicorn foil, but on the striped backdrop. And then this bright blue, this was super popular. I had this as an option for a little bit, but just wasn't a huge fan. It's so bright. I do like it, but I like to use it as accents. think might be denim blue. I can't remember. I called it denim blue, but let's see what we got here. Ooh. So we've got the olive, which olive is one of my all-time faves. Always has been. I think it always will be. But I got a yard of this. The last time I saw this prickly pear cork was at Quilt Market in October, last October. And it was just a sample of it, and so it's really cool to see just how big the print actually is. So I'll hold it up. See, so it's a really big cactus print. I really like this. The colors in it are super pretty. This lime green and this berry color and the yellow. It's really, really pretty. And then it's set on the natural, which kind of makes it a little bit more subtle of a print, but still super fun. I could see this being a really nice tote bag. I guess we'll see. Sometimes, you know, you just see corks and you have to have them, which I did with their release yesterday too. I had to get my hands on some of the succulents. So I am getting that in the mail soon. Right, and then the last color that I bought is this one. This is one of my super popular options. I call it Raisies because back before Fabric Funhouse was even selling cork, I used to order it from Portugal, and that's what they called it. They called it Raisies, so I've always stuck with that. But Fabric Funhouse calls this Birch, if I'm not mistaken. But this is hands down one of my biggest sellers. People always say it either looks like tiger stripes or like trees, like aspen trees. Yeah, and it's so soft. I don't know. This is just one of my favorites. So yeah, that is my fabric haul. My haul from Fabric Funhouse, rather. And I will be adding it to my wall behind me. But before I go, I'll show you my shipping bags. Alright, so I want to show you how I send out and wrap things. Just a quick breakdown. The reason that I feel like I try to be as conscious about my shipping and sustainability practices as much as possible is just because of all of the waste that's in the world just by living. I mean, just by being a human being, we are consuming and creating waste. So I try to do what I can to offset that as much as possible, and I'm not a pro and I'm not 100% with it all the time, but I do try to do my best as much as possible, and of course to err is human, and so I'm not perfect at it. But the way that I ship things, it's a battle for me because I want my things to look really nice. I want them to look packaged well and, you know, present professionally, but I also don't want to add to using plastic or just waste. So what I came up with eventually after years of trial and error is I ship out everything that I can in these pillow boxes, and so these are all recycled craft chipboard craft paper. So they're kind of thick. It's just thick brown paper, and then I just insert whatever goes in there. So in my case, almost everything can ship in here except for like my checkbook wallets, or I guess almost all my wallets can fit in here except for like checkbook and tall wallet. But so you just slide it in, I close them up, close up the sides here, and then I don't use tape to seal it. Instead, I have twine that I left over in my shipping area, and I wrap the twine around it. And then I put one of my hang tags, which my hang tags are fun. I love these. It just kind of explains about cork, where it comes from, and how to take care of it, and then all of my contact info. And then these are also printed on recycled craft paper. So that's kind of like my shtick, is craft paper and black, which is kind of my decoration aesthetic as well. Even in my house, it's black and white and natural wood. That's how my vending table looks. Everything is kind of that aesthetic. So then that is tied to this, and it seals these corners here. And then I usually write a little thank you note on the back of one of these cards that come with my mailers. So I get my mailers from Eco Enclosed. You can see it's right there. I'll tag them in the description box below. But I love these guys. They have all different types of mailers. Poly mailers, 100% recycled, 88% chipboard. You can get any size box made, custom boxes. You can get your logo, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff from them. And they print with like soy-based inks. And it's not that much more expensive than getting poly mailers off of Amazon. So I find that I would rather pay more upfront to know that I have a smaller footprint. So I use these to tell people that I've shipped in an eco-friendly way, and then I use the back to tell them thank you for purchasing. And then I put all of that, depending on what it is, I will wrap in plastic. So I got these clear recycled plastic bags from Eco Enclosed. So they are compostable bags, and they are about as friendly, I guess, as you can get if you're going to use plastic. So if I'm sending out like an NCW or something on a larger side, a Glenda bag, I'll put 2 of these bags over it. So I try to wrap my bags, even though Cork is water resistant, I still try to wrap my bags because, again, the whole presenting professionally. So if I need to, I'll put it in this, but if not, then this will go directly into my poly mailer. So these are also from Eco Enclosed. They are branded, but what's cool about them is, see, they have 2 sticky tabs. So I ship using this one, and then when the people open it, they can just tear it along this perforation, and then they can reuse this because it has a second sticky tab. So I really like that ingenuity from Eco Enclosed, and I try to get people to do it. I don't know if they do. Hopefully they do. But yeah, so these are 100% recycled, reusable, and recyclable. So they're number 4. So you just have to check with your local state, local county recycling program and see about that. If my items are big and I don't want to put them in plastic, which I am kind of getting away from this. I know I said the NCWs earlier. I used to do that all the time, but now what I like to do is I just wrap in craft paper. No surprise there. So I just wrap around the item in craft paper, and I do the same thing that I do with these. So I just wrap it with my twine and then tag it and then put my thank you note. And then for shipping, I use all sorts of recycled boxes if I need to ship something big. And then I save everything that comes in my boxes that I order. Because, you know, I do have to order from places to get my own stuff too. I mean, it is kind of a necessary evil, but so I save as much of it as I can, and I reuse all of that. And then I ship USPS, and they offer free priority boxes. So if I'm shipping a big bag or something like that, I use those. And also, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you do a lot of shipping, go to USPS.com. You can order different size boxes online. So I got, like when you go into the post office, they just usually have like the small, medium, large size priority boxes. But if you go online, they have like a shoebox size, which fits a Glenda perfectly. Or they have regional boxes, which are, they're not as expensive, they're not quite as big. But yeah, they have a myriad of options online that they don't have, well, that they don't have out in the post office. You can ask a clerk and they'll get you some as well. But if you order them online, you can get them in sets of 10 and they'll bring them right to your house and they're free. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think that's it. This kind of turned into a sustainability chat, but anyways, I hope that y'all are having a great day. And yeah, I'll see you next time.